Here's another play out of shotgun empty base that you can go ahead and attack both man and zone coverage. It's a deep passing play and it's called vertical shake. We're going to go ahead and show it against man coverage. We'll also show it against zone coverage. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pass routes. And with this particular one, you wind up getting 4 verticals. So you have 4 receivers running 4 vertical routes. So you wind up having here, as you look at it, the split end, he's going to go ahead and run a go route. Then you have the halfback or running back running the seam route. And then out here on this side over here, you have the slot receiver. He's going to go ahead and run a seam route. And you also have the flanker. He's going to run a seam route. Now, to the inside of those guys, this is this guy right here, which is the tight end. Now, against man coverage, he ought to be your primary receiver. He's going to run this shake and go route. So what he winds up doing here is, or you can call it a jerk route, whatever you want to call it, he winds up coming in this area here. He jerks or shakes, and then he winds up going over here. Now, a lot of times against man coverage, especially if he's a really good tight end, he's going to wind up getting open. So that's what I want to show here, at least with this particular play. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it against man coverage here, such as what you see there. It's 2-man under. And let's just go ahead and run this play. And something else I want to point out here, and I didn't do it with this one, it's going to be a hot route adjustment, but you can see that the tight end's open. And it's kind of what I've shown before. We're going to make another adjustment here. If you want to, you don't have to make this one. Keep in mind, this works best against man coverage. If it's zone coverage and you think your opponent's running a lot of zone, you may not want to go ahead and hot route the running back on that zag route over here, that zigzag right here, which I'm showing here. But we're going to go ahead and do it for this breakdown. As you see me do before, I'm just going to go ahead and look to throw to him out to the outside. So this really gives me 2 options to throw to against bump and run man coverage or man coverage where I can throw to. I can either throw to the running back right here, or I can throw it to the tight end against man coverage. Now, against cover 3 coverage, such as what I'm about to show here, let's go and run this against cover 3. What I was talking about earlier is you may not want to do that with this particular route. As far as with the hot route of the running back, you're going to kind of want to just go ahead and allow him to go ahead and run that vertical route. And then just kind of look to see what kind of you wind up getting here. And in this case, we wind up getting him deep. And that's kind of what you want to look for when you run this, is that against man coverage, you want to hot route him on the whip route or zigzag route. Against zone coverage, you probably don't. So just kind of go with that when you run this play. I want to show one other thing with this one, and this is against cover 2. And this kind of goes back to what I've shown before. When you run this, you kind of want to just wait, and then you're going to throw that to that outside. When you run that 4 verticals passing concept, it's kind of the exact same thing with this particular play. You want to go ahead and look to throw to one of those outside receivers when you run it. So let's look at that, and you can kind of see it's kind of the same thing as I talked about with the 4 verticals that you've seen me talk about throughout the guide, that there are some plays in here, such as the 4 verticals, that you're going to send 4 receivers deep, such as what I'm showing here, and you can really hit to the outside with these plays. And so when you run these, just kind of watch. And you can also look over here, if you're looking against this particular Tampa 2, the other option would have been to throw to this guy here. I had two options I could have thrown to. I could have threw here, or I could have went, which I did here, which is going to wind up being a split end deep. So certainly a nice play that you can attack zone coverage with and man coverage, and feel like that you can definitely pick up some positive yardage with it. So you can see on your screen right there how nice this play is. So this one is called shotgun empty base vertical shake.